It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Philadelphia Eagles. From the 6. The Titans now just about ready to take over. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry to about the 40-yard line.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run it again with Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Tannehill. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
It's been quite the impressive career resurgence for Hassan Reddick. Focusing now more on rushing the passer, the linebacker has 23.5 sacks in his last 2 seasons.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at mid, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts going to keep it running right. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Tannehill. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Inside handoff, Henry. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Again, it's Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback.
Bud Dupree's debut season in Tennessee was limited as injury issues got to him once again. The Titans, they're hoping if he can play a full 17 this year, he'll get back to the form that he showed in Pittsburgh.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Bulldozes past him. Call that a 48-yard punt, and made even better by a loss on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense set to go again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start with a give to Henry, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. And this one is incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And it's caught over the middle, Hooper.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught by Sanders. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Hurts.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 89 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Get something to get it. Get it done. Let's be smart. Let's play runs. They can't stop. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, y'all.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. That pass taken in by Burks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Oh, how about the first night of the draft in 2022, round 1? The Tennessee Titans stunned all of us when they traded A.J. Brown to Philadelphia. And then moments later, drafted Treylon Burks out of Arkansas, a player who drew plenty of comparisons to Brown in the run-up to the NFL draft. Size, style, play speed, almost an exact clone. And now they're trying to use him the exact same way, and he produces a nice catch there.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Tannehill on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tannehill. He gets this one to Burks. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Tannehill. And this pass broken up. And the contact well of time there, and now 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this will be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Aaron Sipas now.
This is taken at about the 14. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Tannehill. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Y'all got time. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill.
It's complete, Burks.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill.
And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
We gotta be big time now.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
To the air again, Tannehill. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And they got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
I know from experience, partner, all they've been talking about is if we can just make one play, get our hands on the ball one time, we can change this game.
They almost did. That was a dangerous throw.
Yeah, and instead, it goes against them one more time. Let's see if they can hang in there and not lose control mentally.
Hurts.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Ooh, with a juke. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 7. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw.
That swung out wide to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill.
A check down here for Henry.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On second down, here's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain.
And he will have a Titans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And let's face it, we all continue to imagine what we could have seen from Derrick Henry without his injury last season, because he was on pace to be the first ever player with multiple 2,000-yard seasons. Even in only 8 games, he still finished 9th in the NFL in rushing. Simply put, an incredible accomplishment.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
He's got Smith here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Goes right back to Smith again. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Hurts.
Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal. So now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
And the Titans getting set to go.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though this...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Six yards left on 2nd down.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Up the middle they go with Sanders.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Tannehill now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. It's caught by Hooper.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill.
He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st down, Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Throwing again is Tannehill. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now it's Tannehill. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.